All right, genuine question, and stay with me. Two guys, big day. They have just finished a massive burrito for dinner. I'm talking a gut bomb, and then boom, they're going at it. Like no interval whatsoever, no digestion, just carne asada straight to the main event. And I'm reading this, and it's like, is that realistic? And then I kind of catch myself like, wait, does anyone in this book ever find parking, brush their teeth? Nobody in the history of fiction has looked further remote. We forgive all of it. So why does the burrito break my brain? I guess in some cases it doesn't. It's fine. You only notice the burrito when the scene's already failed at something more important. So today, what's the something? Because here's the whole thesis. Heat is the dial, not a quality score. The question is never how explicit is it? It's whether the sex is doing a job or just taking up space.
I'm sorry. We're opening on a burrito.
A sexy burrito.
Hey, listeners, and welcome to the Gay Book Club. I'm your host, Booker.
And I'm Reed.
Usually, we bring you 1 to 2 gay reads and tell you what we love or hate about them and why you should read them. This time, we're doing things a little differently. So get ready for the episode we're calling, How's the Sex?
So let's start off by the things that don't work, because there's a lot in gay romance that doesn't work. So today we're going to start with what I'm calling the pet peeve audit. I'm going to read you the things that yank me out of a scene instantly. Tell me if I'm the monster or if you agree with me. Okay, the first up, and this has to be top of the list, no lube. Spit as a full substitute. He was so ready. It's like, sir, that's not how this works. That is not fun for anyone involved. And related, the next pet peeve for me is the magic hole. First time, zero prep, no pain, instantly relaxed. The body just complies. We were meant to be together. Our bodies matched.
I'm yours.
No, they don't.
Actually not.
No.
It doesn't even open up. It's just...
Okay, and next one is the size arms race. How is everyone enormous? Every time. Not to mention gravity is just like a rumor. Like, it just, and then all of a sudden you were contorted this way.
Okay, wait, what do you mean by gravity is a rumor?
Hey, you can do whatever from any position with a gigantic schlong.
Oh, okay.
We are in the shower, again, no lube somehow, and it just slides right in. While you're standing there, I guess, it's like, where are you positioned to magically, like, take this 9-incher? How does this work?
Your first time.
Your very first time. But don't worry, because our bodies were made for one another. It's like, no, they weren't. You just described the top as a 6'5" muscle god, and the bottom is a 5'6" twink. Like, no, it doesn't match up. Like, you're not, there's ways to make that work. Don't get me wrong.
Right. Well, there's also a harness in the shower. Hot water, cold water harness.
Descends from the ceiling. Okay, next up, I've never bottomed for anyone but you.
I mean, that does happen.
Sure, but
everyone has a first.
I hate this like idea of it. I'm not saying, again, back to that thesis of like, I'm not saying these can't work. It's just usually when these tropes are included, or these plot points are included, or mechanics, I guess might be the better word, are included, I just find it cringy. I'm not saying that that doesn't happen, but it's like this idea of like, I was saving myself for that special someone, and now you've opened me up and it's magical.
Okay.
Next up, I've got the refractory period of a Norse god. Round 4, 3 a.m. Nobody's tired. Nobody's human. Jizz everywhere.
On the ceiling.
It's like, you're up here. Let's just bring it down here. Like, I understand it's a fantasy.
Right.
I get that. But like, when it's so fantastical, it starts to remove it from reality, I guess.
That makes sense. I'm with you.
All right, next up. Okay. The scheduled simultaneous orgasm on cue every single time. Like, every time.
Okay, you're right. You're right. Every time. Come on.
I'm not saying that it can't happen. Obviously, it does happen. But, like, also just embrace that it doesn't always happen, and you have to finish each other off.
And that can be some of the magic.
Sure.
It was all about one that time.
Yeah. And then time to move on to the next one.
Yeah.
And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. every time, like, I built to my climax, and the second I hit my climax, that gave him permission to hit his climax, and it's like, how climaxes work.
Yeah.
Especially when we're talking about, like, I don't know, let's say the protagonist is a 40-year-old dude. I'm like, no, that's not how this works.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Another one that really bothers me is when acts are gated behind the I love you. Like when certain sexual acts cannot happen until they profess love for one another.
Okay. Yes. Like entry equals I love you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not
love.
saying all gay men are like this. I'm not trying to say a stereotype is true, but it's like, I don't know, go to Barracuda. There's dudes rimming each other in the bathrooms. Like, they don't know each other's names.
I've never been to that.
Yeah. Well, whatever club event. I don't know.
It's totally fine. You're bringing your point home. I get what you're saying. You're right. We're like...
I'm just saying, like, so many gay dudes will hook up on the first date, and it's totally fine. There's nothing, like...
Yes.
And it's okay if you have penetrative sex before you say you love someone. Like...
You know where I think part of that comes from?
Heteronormativity and straight women writing gay men.
And me buying all their books?
I know. Okay, I'm not saying straight women can't write gay men. That's not what I'm saying.
I know. But, like, I mean, that's how things were supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So it kind of falls in that line of, like, that traditional thinking where it's like...
Heteronormativity. Why can I not say that word? I haven't even had that much
of a word.
Heteronormativity. There it is. Nailed it. I think you're exactly right. And I hate, like, this idea of, like, oh, we can't do that until we love each other. And it's like, that is not your average gay male experience.
True. Very true.
Okay, next up, we've got, purple prose. Okay, phrases like velvet steel, his weeping member.
Okay, weeping member is just sad. Like,
I don't want you to describe my dick as a weeping member.
Sad wiener. Yeah, okay. That one has caught me off guard so many times that I'm like, weeping member. Who's sad? What? Like, it literally throws me way off, and I'm like, no.
Okay,
how about like steel velvet?
No.
Okay, fine.
What about his channel or his heat? Meaning his hole.
Oh.
Like
his hole. Oh.
Like you can feel his heat.
No.
That really pulls me out of it. Another one.
On that one. Yeah, no. His channel? No. Sorry.
No, his hole, I don't know. Just be
heat?
Say what it is, goddammit.
Like you're giving off your vibe. Like,
I don't know. Like, because a dog is in heat. I'm not in heat. Like,
ew, no.
Ew, right? Ew.
As a female dog is in heat.
Yeah. No.
Okay, yeah, on to the next. Nope. Scratch that out.
Another couple that I think deserve their very own shout out is I fucking hate the phrase, get my dick wet. Like, I think that's something straight men sometimes say. Oh, I'm gonna go get my dick wet. Like,
yeah,
I hate that.
No.
I hate that phrase.
Don't do that.
Or another thing that I hate is when, like, one of the characters is like eating something delicious and they groan like, oh, that was so good. And the other character's like, that groan went straight to my dick. I'm like, sir, he ate a s'more.
Right.
It did not give you a hard on. I'm sorry, man. Like,
it may have given a little spark somewhere, but no.
You're a 38-year-old man. You did not get a boner from a guy being like, that sandwich was good.
Agreed.
Another one, okay, final pet peeve audit is the no towel, no STI, no conversation utopia. Just like the cleanup fairy came by. Just like, where we just go from that we had burritos to fucking, there's no in between.
Now we're all just moisturized.
And it's like, there are several steps, sir. Like,
yes.
Like, it's not even like, I don't know. Again, sometimes I'm willing to suspend my disbelief, just go with it. But when it's done poorly, it just pulls me out. And I'm just like, come on.
For me, one of them is whenever there is like intense makeout, but if they mention anything about teeth making contact.
Teeth with teeth?
Yes.
That is so unsexy. Jesus, I don't want my teeth bonking against my teeth.
That has happened to me like maybe twice. And it shuts everything down. We gotta stop, recalibrate, take a breath. It is not sexy. That is like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, that's another good pet peeve. Do you have any other pet peeves?
No.
That makes sense. Okay, challenge. I dare you, defend any one of those pet peeve audits. Anything that you're like, I disagree with you.
Okay, this is probably going to be super annoying, but I have a feeling that 95% of our listeners have experienced at least 3 of these things. Reality set aside, it has happened. And so
give me 1 or 2.
Tiny appeal. There has been that time where very unsuspectingly you're getting undressed and then boom, they've got like
a gigantic dog. Okay. You know what? I'll give you that one.
Lube. Okay, I'm with you. But there are times where the spit's enough.
Maybe I need to be more open-minded. For me, the spit would never be enough.
And I think it varies from person to person. Their body anatomy, that can work. And also maybe there was just that one time where it happened to surprisingly work, which makes it that fantasy.
Okay, I get it. Or maybe it's not even necessarily that it's worked for you, but maybe that's just like one of those, because we all have fantasies of stuff that's never going to happen.
Right.
That in no conceivable universe is that going to happen. And in this fantasy, it's spit as lube and nothing else.
Right. And that works because for whatever reason, the laws of physics and whatever are, you know what, when you're in love,
when 2 men love each other
really love
very,
each
very
other.
much, and one of them has a very loose hole
on the first time after saying I love you
and eating a burrito. Okay, I have to talk about briefly about a book that I just read, and I will admit romances are kind of like a guilty pleasure for me, and I've read hundreds, if not thousands, and so it's not. I say all of this from a place of love. I was reading a book. Oh, and I can't even remember the name of it. But you know what? That's probably better. And the plot of this book was that they are on a week-long backpacking trip. And it's enemies to lovers. They end up connecting on like day 3 or 4 of this week-long backpacking trip. I've done week-long backpacking trips. Let me tell you how disgusting you are by day 3 or 4 of a 50-mile backpack trip.
You're not like sweaty and lubed up?
You are disgusting. You've not seen a shower. You've pooped in a hole. Like, it is nasty. You are disgusting. Even if you swim in the river or the lake, in fact, sometimes that's worse. And this book has them rimming and fucking each other on day 4 of like a week-long backpack trip. And I'm just like, no, that didn't happen.
Unless they're in love.
In that case, just have them hook up in other ways, man.
Agreed.
Like a little bit of jerk off, a little bit of frame. Like you're making out, you've got gum. Like,
there's lots of options.
Yeah, like you can still have fun and acknowledge like, oh, we're human beings and I smell terrible.
Whenever we get back and we get a chance to shower, I want to.
We are going to hit the hotel, and the very first thing we're going to do is go to town on each other. Sold. You know what? Awesome. Love that for you. But, like, rimming? Like, what is wrong with you, man? Like,
what if that's their fetish, though?
Okay, but I don't want to read about it then. Get it out.
I want the content warning to tell me.
Seriously.
Put the content warnings up front.
Always,
authors and publishers, whatever, put your fucking content warnings everywhere up front. Don't make me have to dig through your site or find out through the author's bio, website, link, small print. Put it up front.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a boner killer. Anyway.
All right, if I'm going to defend one of these, I'm going to defend the simultaneous orgasm. I think for me, the problem is when it's always a simultaneous orgasm, when they're always coming at the exact same time.
It's like a special event.
It's like, it's cool when it happens, but it happens.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
And so for me, it's like when it's just like, oh, dear God, every single time, under every single circumstance. All right, should we talk about what actually works?
Yes.
Okay, so here is what actually works, I think. It's all about the chemistry for me. That's the whole ball game. It's almost impossible to define exactly. It's just like one of those things where I know it when I see it, but I can't necessarily define it. I think a few things for me personally that work are things like restraint as a turn on. Like the wanting is like the heat.
Okay, not a physical restraint.
I mean, could be.
Could
but
be. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I think some of the authors that do that well, if you've ever read anything by N.R. Walker, she did Red Dirt Heat series, Galaxies and Oceans.
Oh.
She just is a master at that sort of restraint as a turn on. She has a lot of books. I think I've read most of hers, and she nails that. Another one, I think when there's like a ring of lived in truth, when it just feels sort of authentic. And I think you see this more when it's gay men writing about gay men. An author who I think does this really well is A.J. Truman. He does like a Single Dads Club series.
Oh, yeah.
That I think feels authentic. Like you avoid some of those like really big pet peeves. And he's a gay dude and seems to be really cool. And
Wait, give me an example of lived in truth. Like,
it's kind of hard. Again, it's kind of hard to define until you read it. But it just feels like, oh yeah, a gay dude wrote this, not a straight woman who doesn't know what gay sex is like. I just feel like A.J. Truman is a gay dude who's had sex with dudes.
I'm okay. I get you.
Dylan Drake's is another one who I think you read it and you're like, yeah, this is a gay dude. He's had sex with gay dudes. And it's not even necessarily that they avoid every trope or every pet peeve audit. It's just that they handle them slightly better.
I'm catching what you're pitching.
Well, speaking of, okay, another one, when there's honesty about unsexy logistics. So there's a book by Amy Sanders called 10 Ways to Accidentally Fall in Love. It's a really cute book. It's about a gym bunny guy who is just like the most gregarious, outgoing dude. And he makes a friend who is also a gym goer. There's some wires crossed, doesn't realize he's gay, and then ends up kind of like having a bi awakening. And in his bi awakening decides, hey, you know what? I'm going to try bottoming. And he learns what douching is. And it's not like a graphic portrayal, but I was just like, hey, this is an honest experience, or it felt honest, of like this dude, like, oh, I'm going to bottom. I have to be prepared.
Okay. Him by Sabrina
Elle Kennedy and Sabrina Bowen?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a scene at the end where they end up having sex in the kitchen and they kind of end up on the island in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then when they're done, it's all happy euphoria. But they do mention like, and then we get out the cleaner and the rags because sex is messy.
Yeah.
And like it was a nice nod to like reality.
Yeah. I like it when there's just like this like, and it's real life.
Yeah.
Okay, so another that I kind of like is desire for the actual body. Like when they acknowledge, I think for a lot of gay men, sweat, smell, pheromones, like a real person is kind of like a real thing for us, right?
It adds that extra element of like, not just visual and not verbal, but like,
there's something about it, right? And so I like it when they actually acknowledge that. Isla Olsen, Fake It Till You Make It. There's a sweaty after.
I think you mean Fake It Till You Make Out.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. No, you're right. Fake It Till You Make Out.
That's really the name.
There's a sweaty after rugby scene where the one character finishes a rugby game and he's like, oh, I need to go shower. I'm all sweaty. And the other guy's like, don't you? And I was just like, yeah, like that's it. Yeah, like, you nailed that. I like it when they're matter of fact about gay bodies. Like,
not everyone's Adonis. Not everyone's the twink.
Not everyone's Adonis. Not everyone's a twink. Not everyone's perfect. Most of us fall into like just the average category. There is a book called One Last Try by Gemma Croft. It's about two rugby players, speaking of rugby players, and they end up hooking up. And the one is like, they're having like an honest discussion, like, what are you into? And the guy's like, well, I'm verse, but right now I'm dealing with some hemorrhoids and I'm really not up for bottoming. And the other guy's like, no worries, bro. I'm verse 2. Hop on in. Like, let's do this. And it wasn't a big thing. It was just like a line or two.
I love that.
And I was just like, yeah, man, like sometimes
the mechanics aren't there.
It's
just not
going to happen. Yeah. I'm not saying every book needs to follow that. Sometimes it's about the fantasy, but I just loved that like they just made it not a thing and it wasn't a big drama. It was just like a line or two.
Yeah.
And then they all moved on. Like, no, I'm done.
And because it's honestly not. Like
it isn't.
It's just bodies.
But it happened. It was just like, you know what? It's off limits for tonight. No worries, bro. And they all move on.
This is a no work zone.
I like it also sometimes when it's just like plain fun. Like when the characters are written in such a way that they're just having a good time exploring one another and having fun. So an author who I think does really well with this is Lucy Lennox, a woman, but I think she does the fun aspect really well. There's a series called Maid Marian, and I think she nails the just fun aspects of sex in a nice way. Yeah, she doesn't get into the mechanics. There's some of that in there, but like she does it enough that like it doesn't pull me out, but I stay like in the fantasy. Like,
Yeah,
she's
kinda
not
hits that
describing.
sweet-
Yeah, she's not like, oh, and then it's time for me to go do shit up. But like enough that like it's not totally like
Where everything magically works.
exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so intimacy and explicitness isn't always the same thing. There's a book by Isla Olsen, second one from her, called Mr. Blue Sky. And it's one that kind of stuck with me. There's an asexual lead, and there's like a real love chemistry there between two dudes.
Okay.
And it opened my eyes, and I ended up like Googling and learning a lot about asexuality. And I was really appreciative of like, hey, I didn't know a lot of this. And
Yeah.
it was like tenderness with like almost no heat, but like a really good book in a different way that I wasn't expecting. If you're interested, if you're asexual or know someone who is, like, check this book out. I think it's authentic representation. It's a part of a series, but it's standalone. You can read just this book. The whole series was nice, but you can read just this book and be just fine.
Okay. Give me one book that handles sex in a way that you loved. Your boner book.
I loved this one because it was different and sort of surprised me. I went in pretty blind. It's a book called Bad Deal by Annabeth Albert. And it involves BDSM and a person with mobility issues. But the person with mobility issues is the dominant. And it was just so different and unique that I really enjoyed the journey. It wasn't the best written book I've ever read. Absolutely not. Was the plot the tightest? Absolutely not. But it was just so weird. Not weird. It was just unexpected.
And this was like a romance book,
Oh,
or
absolutely.
did this just happen to happen?
No,
Okay,
MM romance book, and the characters are likable. The plot, yeah, predictable.
Fine, whatever.
But it was
This is the
different
point of
in
it.
a fun way that kind of had me like, I did not see that coming. And the sex was handled, the BDSM elements, the kink elements were handled in a way that felt authentic and real and also kind of hot.
Okay.
How about you? Any sex scenes from a book that stand out to you?
Yes. Okay, I really liked Pretty Pretty Boys.
Okay.
I love
Wasn't much sex in that one, though.
right, and I love the continual build up and the continuous reemphasis that it's two buff guys.
You
Two
like the
also-
angst?
I do. Yeah. I also really liked Rider by Jackie James. It's very much the daddy boy genre and it is pretty tropey, but at the same time, it's not too cliche.
Tropes exist for a reason.
Right. You're right.
90%
You're right.
of the MM books I read
Tropes are tropes for
are
a reason.
tropey.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong. It's when they're done poorly, it bothers me.
Yes. You're exactly right.
You can nail a trope.
And in Rider, and it's the first part of a first book in a series called Blue Collar Daddies, and they just Jackie hits the nail on the head, and it's very daddy boy, but it's sort of a daddy. Actually, for the boy character, it's a boy awakening, if we can call that.
That's right. I remember this one, and he kind of has like that, like, but I'm pretty independent. I don't really.
I'm super independent. I can stand on my own 2 feet. I'm totally fine.
But also kind of fun.
God,
With,
this is fantastic. Yeah. And I think it did a really good job of showing how the sex for them works and their characters, and it was great.
I think for me, when a trope really works well, it's when the dialogue shines. And it's whether that dialogue is super authentic or maybe it's really funny. So there's a writer named Alice Winters, and she does gay romances, and she is witty and very funny. And there's always a character who has just like snap fast dialogue. And so when I'm like looking for an MM romance and I'm just like, I don't know what to look at, a lot of times I'll just pull up, what if Alice Winters have I not read? And I'll grab that because I know it's going to be kind of keep my
dialogue.
Yeah, it's going to keep my attention kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
You're absolutely right. And like if the dialogue is there, I can forgive a lot of the plot.
yes. Yes. That's a,
Yeah.
you know what? That is a good bumper. Dialogue is there. We can forget.
That
Damn
too.
it. If the dialogue is there, we can forgive a lot of the plot. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
I think that realism was never really the bar for gay romances. If you're familiar with like the Omegaverse, proves it. Like if you're familiar with like nodding or heat cycles, mating bonds, biology that exists nowhere in nature. Not one reader has ever filed an anatomical accuracy report about a bear shifter book, because the fantasy is the point, and that's okay. If realism mattered, then the entire like genre wouldn't exist, and it's thriving. So kind of like case closed. Again, we're not like saying none of these gay romance books should exist. This comes from a place of love. I think for me, I used to be addicted to scrolling TikTok and Instagram. I got Kindle Unlimited, and now I'm addicted to reading gay books, which I tell myself is healthier. I don't know if that's true, but at least I don't stress about the world ending.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? So at least that. So mentally, maybe I'm in a better place because of it. Okay, I have a question for you. Can a closed door scene be hotter than an explicit one?
That's a really good question, because as we were developing this episode, one of the things I knew I wanted to mention was the book Atmosphere.
Ooh, such a good book.
Yes, Atmosphere by
Taylor Jenkins Reid.
Yes. So like there's so many great ways to do a sex scene, and there's so many elements to it. I think it can also be very difficult. But in that book, and I'm paraphrasing, but there is a part where the two main characters, female characters, are in the car. They're driving somewhere. They really connect, and like the line, again, I'm paraphrasing, but and we pulled over and we satisfied each other. That was so perfect. That was so perfect for so many reasons. Like if you wanted to take that further, great, do that. You can go off, take that scene further. Also, if you're uncomfortable, you don't really want to go further, you can, okay, yes, they did the sex thing. Great, awesome. More power to them. Next chapter.
Yeah.
And it was done so well and so elegant, where it wasn't like it wasn't too abrupt. It was just like noted.
I need to Google one because I cannot remember this author's name.
While you're searching for that, I do want to give a hate read to God of Fury. That book is awful trash.
Jesus Christ.
The main character is a rapist who goes off raping, and there's no repercussions. He can stab and kill people in bars with a bunch of people as they all film him on their phones. No repercussions. And the thing that really just canceled it for me was there's a scene where the stupid face is making out with woman's stupid face, and they literally go from makeout to she had his fist in his anus. And it's like, no. Everything is no about that book.
That book is wildly popular, and I don't get it. So I tried to read it before Booker, and I DNF'd it pretty quick. I was just like, I hate everything about this book. It makes my skin crawl. Everything about this book sucks. But it's like one of the most popular romance books of all time, and I don't understand it. At all.
Have to tell myself that it's just paid bots to give these reviews, and
because it was awful.
Awful, truly awful. And I'm not saying that because like there's some straight action. That's fine. That's fine.
We've grown up with straight action all our life. Like,
it's totally fine. But
that's not going to ruin it for me.
Awful. This is an obnoxious rapist who just like, I can't think of a worse human being.
There's no redeemable quality to that book for me
at all.
Like I
don't get it.
I can't think of a book off the top of my head where I was reading that and I was just like, everything about this book makes me want to punch a baby. Like,
yes,
it just everything is awful. How anyone
finds that appealing,
enjoys that book, boggles my mind.
Yeah, stupid. Don't read it.
Yeah,
don't read it.
And I would prefer the week-long backpack trip where they're rimming each other, because at least they're consensually rimming each other.
Yes.
And at least they're sweet to one another. And I mean, they're enemies to lovers, so like they hate each other at first. But that's part of the trope. That's part of like but like everything about that book, I fucking hate that book.
Yes.
That is a great call out for I hate it book.
Yeah. I will take anything over that and all the series. Like, all the series is trash.
I didn't try any of the other books. I started there and I finished there. And by finished, I mean made it. I don't know how far I made it. Not very far.
To be honest, me too. But if you have one book that's like that, you can't redeem it.
Seriously, it is irredeemable garbage.
Yeah.
I hate that book.
Okay. Give it a bad review.
Yeah, go give it a bad review. It is now time for our Love It, Hate It, or Depends trope game. Okay, so the way this works is I am going to read a trope in kind of like a for instance, or maybe a book title, and then we both have to call it, like, at the same time, love it, hate it, or it depends. And then we kind of need to give like a brief defense, especially if we clash. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. First up, Friends to Lovers. For example, Him by Bowen and Kennedy. Love it, hate it, or it depends. It depends.
It depends.
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
sure. Yeah. Friends to lovers?
Yeah, Friends to Lovers.
Yeah, it depends. Sometimes that's too easy.
Sometimes
Friends,
it's too easy, and sometimes I want the angst.
Yes.
I want the wanting, and if a Friends to Lovers delivers that wanting, then I'm probably a yes. Okay, so a good example, I think, that does it well is a book called Falling for Rain by Lucy Lennox. It is about a NFL player who hires the coach's son as a nutritionist, a live-in cook nutritionist.
Okay.
And they become besties. And like they're just thick as thieves, like spend every moment possible together, but they know they can't get together because it's the coach's son.
Yeah.
And like they're besties, and eventually, not spoiler, because they get together. But like that to me was a Friends to Lovers done well.
Okay.
Next trope, grumpy / sunshine. So you've got the grumpy old curmudgeon and the optimistic feller. Love it, hate it, or it depends.
Love it.
Love it. Yeah.
I love it.
I do too. I almost always fall for the grumpy sunshine trope. Okay, so one that I got to recommend for this genre, After Hours at Dooryard Books by Cat Sebastian. It's a terrific book about a bookstore owner who is kind of a big, buff, burly, grumpy dude, and a young man who comes to stay with him who kind of breaks through his defenses. After Hours at Dooryard Books by Cat Sebastian. It's worth a read. Cat Sebastian is one of my favorite authors. Next trope, fake dating. Love it, hate it, or it depends. Love
Hate
it.
it.
Really?
Fake dating?
Oh, it's my favorite. I love that trope. It is like my favorite trope.
Like a beard?
No, like two dudes.
Who fake that they're dating?
Yeah.
Why would they fake that they're dating?
Girl.
Like they're dating.
So many different ways
Wait.
that they fake date.
Fake date each other, or like?
Yeah, fake date each other. And then they always fall in love. They start out like fake fiancés, fake dating, and then end up falling for reals in love.
I'm not liking it.
Really? Okay.
Like-
it is one of my favorite tropes.
Really?
It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Wait,
But it works. It works for me anyway.
like they date each other to get revenge on someone?
That
or
could
like,
be it. Or
Okay.
they date each other because of family pressure. They date each other because of societal
Oh.
pressure. There's entire series dedicated to it. So Eden Finley has a fake out series where it's just a bunch of fake dating. So like the first one is a guy, ostensibly straight guy, runs into an ex who broke his heart and cheated on him while he was hanging out with his gay bestie. And she's like, oh, I'm engaged to my model. And he's like, oh, what a coincidence. I'm engaged to this dude. And oh, really? Oh, okay. And then they fall in love. And I don't know why, but I love that trope. There's a million different examples. Another really good one is Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall. There's Rocker's son who enters a fake dating arrangement with an uptight lawyer who needs a date to a class reunion. Class reunion, I think.
Okay.
But it doesn't really matter, honestly. The point is they fake date until they fall in love. And for some reason, I love that stupid trope. I don't know why, but I do.
I'll pass. That's fine. I'm not going to
They're all
yuck
for
your
me.
yum.
They're all for me.
but-
I'll read them all. More for me. Okay. Next up, love it, hate it, or it depends. Single dad.
Love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an instant awe for me.
Yes.
I love it. Okay, so Single Dads Club by A.J. Truman. We talked about this briefly earlier. Check it out. Great series. There's a lot of single dads sort of stuff out there, but check it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Love it, hate it, or it depends. Slow burn.
Ooh,
Love it. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I love
Yeah.
that. So we talked about N.R. Walker. I don't know that anyone in the MM romance genre is doing it as well as her. There is, the other slow burn does it really. Briar Prescott does a series called Until You and Then You. Something, yeah, the first one's Until You, the second one's And Then You. That is slow burn to the max. It is like festering, burning, like, it gets under your skin. Briar Prescott does a really good job with that as well. I highly recommend it. Where like the restraint is the heat.
Okay.
And it's just like, just kiss already, gosh darn it. Yeah, so check out Briar Prescott. L.A. Witt also does some really good ones. There's Leave by L.A. Witt is another really good one where two military men, one Marine, one Navy, they do fake dating. But there's a lot of trauma there, like family trauma and then like abusive. It gets sort of dark. Trigger warning. Speaking of trigger warnings, you check that one out, but trigger warning. As long as you're cool with that. Not cool with that.
I'm interested.
Who's cool with that? But like, just as long as it's not a big trigger warning. Yeah. So check that one out as well. Okay, next up. Love it, hate it, or it depends. Second chance. So like maybe they've broken up or
one of them fucked up and then
or maybe they were never quite together, but then they come back.
They were together when they were young and then they're meeting back in there.
Yep.
It depends.
I was going to say it depends.
Yeah.
One of the most famous of these is by Rachel Reed. You probably know her because she wrote the Heated Rivalry series. She has a standalone book called The Shots You Take, and a trigger warning for that. If you've had especially if you've had a dad who recently passed, like all the trigger warnings for that because it's kind of gets into that. But that one, as long as you're okay with that trigger warning, it's a really well done book.
Okay.
Aspects of hockey, but they're retired, so it's not like a hockey romance necessarily, but they were both hockey players. All right. Next up, love it, hate it, it depends. By Awakening / Gay for You. Depends. Yeah. I think By Awakening I like way more than Gay for You. There's a book by Tal Bauer where I cannot remember the name of it, but the president has a awakening where he's only gay for his bodyguard. And it rubs me the wrong way. It's fine if you realize you're bi or pan or demi or whatever.
Yes.
But the idea of I'm only gay for one person in the world, that bothers me. It's like we have language. Like it's totally fine. I understand sexuality is a spectrum. Support that. Love that. Get into that fantasy. But like the gay for you fantasy is just off-putting to me.
Yeah. Because it kind of feels like it hits that genre of like, I'm gay, but I'm not that gay.
Oh, yeah, I'm so fucking masked. One that I think does it well is The Mayor and the Mystery Man. And we're hitting A.J. Truman. We've talked about him a few times, but I think it does gay MM well. It's a By Awakening that I think is done well. It's also Friends to Lovers. Again, we're mixing tropes.
Okay.
But that's one to check out if you're into the By Awakening trope.
Okay, yeah.
All right, you ready for the next one?
Sock it to me.
Enemies to Lovers.
Love?
Depends. It depends. For me, it depends.
Okay, let's
I think the
unpack.
classic that we have to say, because it's the classic, by classic I mean the most well-known, is Heated Rivalry.
Okay, but is that enemies to lovers? Or
Absolutely.
Is it rivals to lovers?
Definitely enemies to lovers. Definitely.
They're just on opposite sport teams. They're not like on opposite battle war teams.
They're definitely rivals. They're definitely enemies. That is like in gay MM.
I feel like there's rivals and there's like enemies. Enemies are more dramatic.
Not in MM romance. You don't get more dramatic in MM romance than Heated Rivalry.
Okay.
You really, really don't. I think a lot of times it works. I think sometimes I get a little bit like, I don't know, tired of it. I don't know. It's like the go-to now. And I feel like we need to like move stuff along. Like That's so 2005. Let's move on.
So 2000 and late.
2000 and late.
You're right. And you're right. And especially when it's like bullies to lovers, where it's like the bully that taunted the gay kid is actually gay himself and like wants, I don't know. Yeah.
One that does that well, I think. And again, we keep coming back to this idea of if it's done well, then we're okay with it.
Yeah.
But I think Pretty Boys, because Summers was the bully.
You're right.
But it's done well in a way that works.
You're right. And like, yeah, we could have a whole side episode on that because he's not
For sure.
necessarily the bully anymore. He's reformed or whatever. But still, you're right.
But
You're
he
right.
was
He's the bully.
He was the bully.
And it's bully to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Excellent.
but I think that one's done really well. Again, we keep coming back to none of these are hard lines. It's just like, and it's hard to define when it's done well, but it's just like one of those things like when you read it, you know.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Okay, next up, arranged marriage. Love it, hate it, or it depends. It depends.
I think it depends.
Yeah.
Like arranged gay marriage?
Yeah. One that we read was Winter's Orbit and the sequel by Ever Maxwell.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Another one that's really popular that I've read called Captive Prince, The Captive Prince, something like that. It's done pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not one that calls to me.
Yeah, I think that's where I would be. Where like I'm not going to gravitate to that, but I could.
Yeah. Like you do it well, then I'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay, next up. Love it, hate it, or it depends. Closeted athlete. There are so many goddamn examples of this one. The jock's in the closet. The other one could be another jock. It could be the athletic trainer. It could be...
Okay, one thing I don't like, though, is when it is the super gay athlete that's hyper masculine, and then it's like, it seems to always be like the band nerd that plays the flute. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think also I would just see it more often that it would be like the closeted rugby player is actually just into the linemen.
Yeah.
You know?
There was one, I cannot remember the name of it.
And anyone and everyone is attracted to anyone and everyone, and that's fine. But I feel like, I don't know why, I feel like it often falls into that extreme where it's like...
Yeah. There was one that I really thought was fun. Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but it was a football player and a ballerino. And I thought it was cool because, like, think about, like, male ballerina dancers. They've got cakes athletes for days. Yeah. Like, legs like you wouldn't believe. Yeah. Like, that is an athlete, man. And so, like, if you're a dude who's into, like, big old cakes, yeah, you're probably gonna... if you're like, I like really fit dudes with big old thick thighs and,
the gods.
And cakes, you're probably gonna be into ballerinos.
Right.
Like, and to me, that rang so authentic. I was like, yeah, man, you nailed that. Like,
yes.
Yeah, like, and it was like slightly more effeminate, slightly more, but like at the end of the day, like it was just like a dude who was like, I want to rill a big old.
Yeah.
Man.
That's
like
you're gonna go to the Nutcracker.
Yeah. Well, a couple of the other favorites I think of this trope within the Heated Rivalry series, not to like get too caught up on Heated Rivalry because the MM romance universe is so much bigger. But at the end of the day, you can't ignore the impact of Heated Rivalry.
Right.
But in the first book, Game Changer, there's an NHL star who falls for a recent college grad who works at a smoothie shop. And I've read online, people are like, that would never, ever happen. I'm like, bitch, have you ever seen like a gay fit dude who has nothing to do with his time but go to the gym in New York? Like, no, sweetie, like a 21-year-old New York gay who has no hobbies but the gym, he's gonna look fantastic.
Absolutely.
Probably more attractive than the NHL player who's had his mug beat up left and right.
Right. Because the NHL guy is also constrained to
like actual like useful muscles.
Yes.
Where
he's gonna train useful muscles and like skating really fast and
where just like the average gay guy is gonna be like, no, I'm gonna focus on vanity. I'm on trend. I'm on.
Yes.
He's gonna look.
The PEDs are gonna be real.
Fantastic.
Right. Where the barista can like actually take the peptides and the steroids.
Like he's
where it's like I can't do any
I'm gonna
of that.
get drug tested.
I'll have my protein shake and banana, but
Yeah. So that's one where I'm like the straight like, that would never happen. I'm like, no, it absolutely would happen.
would.
No, like,
Yeah.
like all day, every day.
Yeah.
Another one that's kind of flips that in that universe is by Rachel Reed called Role Model. And it's a hockey player who falls for the social media manager, who's kind of a cubby. And as kind of a cubby myself, I thought it was fun. Like, I'm not saying that that's super likely, but like, I don't know, the cubby works out a lot. Yeah, he eats pie too, but like he's always in the gym. So he's kind of like a little muscle cub. Yeah. And the hockey player's like, you know, this is working for me. And like the social media manager is very out and proud and just like owns his, like, this is who I am. And the hockey player is really attracted to that because it's like, I wish I could be more like that. And so it kind of works. I thought it was kind of fun.
Yeah, I think that goes back to a point we touched on earlier with the chemistry. Like, chemistry is huge because it's like the sports player isn't always going to want that equal sports player, which I think is often a mistake that early gays make.
Yeah.
But it's like, no. Like, oftentimes the big guy can want the smaller guy. Smaller wants big. Like, everyone is a match to everyone.
Absolutely. So that's kind of a fun one.
I like that.
Yeah. Okay, next up, we have, this one's a
dud.
One of my favorites. Okay, you ready? Love it, hate it, or it depends, Bodyguard.
Love it. Take that to the extreme.
Okay,
Yeah.
there are a lot of series out there, and I had a hard time like narrowing this down. A few that I'm just going to mention. The Mike Bravo series by Eden Finley. Check those out if you're into kind of like the bodyguard trope. Jumping Jude by Lucy Lennox, and also Protecting Mr. Fine by Lucy Lennox. Those are some that I think do the bodyguard angst well.
Okay.
So it's like they know they shouldn't,
Okay.
but they do anyway.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because,
Yeah.
I mean, again, spoilers, but so I'll take a bullet for you, but like, and then some. So check those out if you're into the bodyguard.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready for the next one?
Give it to me.
Love it, hate it, or it depends. Royal and commoner.
It depends.
Okay, so for me, this does depend. Like, there are a couple books that I think that do it well. One of my favorites is Unlikely Dilemmas. It's a series by Jax Calder. Check those out. They work well, I think, because there's a lot going on plot-wise that the romance sort of supplements.
Okay.
And the plot moves, there's kidnapping and intrigue and bodyguards and all kinds of stuff. So it's 3 books. I think the 4th one is coming out soon, but all of them are worth a read. Again, mindless. Not mindless. I don't mean to insult. Again, all of this comes from a place of love.
Right.
But at least the plot it moves and is kind of interesting.
Yes.
And the 3 books all kind of like have an interacting or interwoven plot structure.
Yeah.
So check those out. All right. Next up, love it, hate it, or it depends. Billionaire / CEO and regular schmo. Love it. Really?
Men's not an option. I don't know if it depends. It depends.
I don't know why. I like that, like, because oftentimes in this trope, the common person kind of breaks through the defenses of the rich dude.
Yeah.
And kind of like brings him down to earth.
Yeah.
There's a series by, I keep coming back to Lucy Lennox, The Billionaire Brotherhood. It's really good. There's How to Bang a Billionaire series by Alexis Hall, also really good. I like that, like, sort of power fantasy of, like, the average dude, that would be me in this case, like, taking the billionaire and being like, nope, you have to, not you have to, but like.
No, I get it. Yeah, because it falls into the sort of alpha and sub.
And I like that idea of like, okay, you're a billionaire, but you still need love, man.
Yeah, you still need love, and like the non-billionaire sort of having an exception to all those rules.
Yeah. Oh, another good one is Falling for Rain. I cannot remember the author, but it starts in Vegas with hookup between just a cute little feller and Gruffy Bear at a Vegas bar, and it turns out the Gruffy Bear is the cute little feller's boss in London. They didn't know. Antics ensue. It's cute. It's worth a read.
Love that.
Again, this is just sort of cute. But okay, next up, love it, hate it, or it depends, size difference.
Love it.
Yeah. Okay, a fun one that I really enjoyed is called The Weight of It All by N.R. Walker. We've talked about N.R. Walker.
Yeah.
And it is about someone who recently went through a breakup and is trying to kind of like regain his confidence.
Okay.
And he's a fluffy feller. As a fluffy feller, like this is not... But
no shame.
yeah, like as a fluffy feller, he's trying to kind of like regain his confidence and get back out there. And he and the trainer have a lot of chemistry.
Okay.
The Underdog by Briar Prescott. And it's about this guy who becomes essentially a single dad unexpectedly at the age of 19. At the age of 30, his kids buy him access to a very famous triathlon because he had told his kids early on that his dream was to do a triathlon because they kept asking him what his dreams were and he didn't know what to say because he didn't really his dreams were get to the next day.
Yeah.
And so
survive.
His kids end up like they're technically his siblings, but essentially his kids. And so they buy him for his birthday this, triathlon. And he is too embarrassed to say, yeah, I don't want to do a triathlon. So he ends up sort of hiring this trainer who was an NHL player who lost his leg and is in a rough spot. And so it's kind of grumpy sunshine, witty humor. Like, it's a really cute story and definitely worth a listen or a read. Size difference, grumpy sunshine. It's just kind of fun.
Yeah.
And also there's lots of size difference, like Big Bear with Twink, but a couple like, I don't know, twists on that.
Yeah. I like how that's kind of combining more than just the size difference. It's also combining, it's the size difference and you said one was an NFL player?
NHL. But same, it doesn't matter, honestly. Yeah. Who cares?
The sporty person.
Sporty person. It
a professional sporty person. That's fine. That's good enough.
Okay. Next up, Daddy/Age Gap.
God, yes. I've been waiting for you to get to this one. Yes.
There's a lot of books around this.
Yeah.
One that I want to call out, or a series I want to call out, Forestville Silver Foxes by Nora Phoenix. Nora Phoenix she's a good writer. And so she kind of like brings good dialogue and plotting to that dynamic. One of my big struggles with Daddy Son, Daddy Boy is that a lot of times it just like reverts to like crappy writing and tries to rely on like sex to overcompensate.
Yes.
And don't get me wrong, sign me up for that too. But Nora Phoenix does a good job at kind of like getting to that sort of like balance, I would say. Okay. So that's why that's our call out for that one.
Okay. Daddy Boy. Yeah, I was waiting for you to get to that one.
Do you have any favorite Daddy Boy Son books?
There was Ryder, which we mentioned earlier.
It's a good one.
There's some other ones, but they're so borderline
terrible.
Yeah.
That's why I'm throwing out the Nora Phoenix.
Yeah.
It's a series and it's good.
And I wasn't familiar with Nora Phoenix, so I'm...
Yeah, check it out.
Okay.
All right, next up, Only One Bed.
Oh.
Depends.
Yeah, it depends.
Depends on how it's done. A.J. Truman's Falcon and the Foe does it well. It's two scoutmasters, single dads, and they share a tiny tent. It works well. The Christmas Leap by Kiera Andrews, I think, works well. But it can be overwrought and kind of like silly, I think.
Okay.
Where it's like, I don't know, like, okay, I've shared a bed with plenty of straight women and brothers, and like it doesn't, I don't know, it just depends on how it's done, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Like, just sharing a bed does not mean something.
Right. It doesn't automatically ignite like a relationship.
No, not at all.
It's just like logistics.
Yeah.
Oftentimes. Just logistics.
Seriously.
Good night.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes it's just not sexy at all. Okay, next up, roommates. It depends. Yeah. One that does it well is Roommate Arrangement by Saxon James. Saxon James has a lot of great books. Check her out if, I believe it's her. Check Saxon James out if you're looking for some good romance books.
Saxon James.
Okay, next up, Boss and Employee. Depends.
It depends.
Yeah.
I'm leaning more towards love it because it falls into the alpha and the like dom sub roles.
Ooh. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
But it also has to be done right.
Right, yeah. It can't be abusive as far as I'm concerned. Like, it has to be so consensual.
And I think that is such a huge thing where there is a massive difference between dominant and demeaning.
Yes.
And I think that gets a lot. I
Yes.
love dominant. Demeaning? No, get the fuck out.
Right? It has to be
you.
like consensual. Yeah, absolutely. One, if you like that, Mr. Big Shot by Isla Olsen is a really good one.
Okay.
They hook up and then realize later on, oh shit, I'm your new assistant. And one's a big, powerful billionaire, and the other's size difference, age difference, all the things. Yes. But it's definitely like very consensual. If anything, the assistant like kind of is the one that's kind of, I don't know, calling the shots, maybe.
Okay.
So
Has some of
really
the...
well done. Very cute. Very
okay.
cute. Definitely check that one out. Hurt and Comfort. Love it.
Okay, explain it to me more.
Okay, so for example, After the Crash by Emma Alcott is a series. The first one in the series is it opens with a very obviously gay kid in high school and someone who sort of comes to his rescue as like the protector sort of kind of thing. And then you cut scene, the protector guy went off to the army, I want to say.
Okay.
And is dealing with lots of PTSD issues. The one that was bullied is successful and ends up helping him kind of like overcome it and providing like structure and love in a way that he didn't realize that he needed. That one also happens to have a bi awakening. Doesn't always need to in Hurt Comfort. I love the Hurt/Comfort. N.R. Walker, again, does that really well.
Okay.
So you've seen N.R. Walker, Red Dirt, Oceans of Galaxies, lots of her stuff does.
Okay.
Comfort.
Okay. I think, yeah, I do. I can't say love it right off the bat, but I think
It depends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, next up, this one's a gimme for me. Mystery suspense, love it. And if you don't love it, then we're going to end the podcast and never talk again.
This is our final broadcast.
Okay.
I mean,
you love it so much that you can't even articulate how much you love it? So, no, I get it. It's okay. It's okay. No, you're in tears. I understand. It's emotional. It's emotional.
To this day, I think my problem every time I read a murder mystery is like, there's a roller coaster, right? You get on your little train cart, and I'm like, all right, let's go. I'm ready. And I don't have the mindset of like the investigator of getting one step ahead and like figuring out. I'm just like, we're eventually going to get there. So like, this is awesome. I'm like, riding this. No hands.
I'm going to be 3 steps ahead of you. How dare you try and trick me, you son of a bitch. And then I love it when you do. And I'm like, God damn it, you got me. Smack you, then kiss you. Okay, so there are so many books that I could recommend here. So for the sake of time, I'm just going to throw out the Page and Summer series by Cat Sebastian. Does a really good job at sort of classic English murder mystery with romance.
Okay.
So there's lots of gay mysteries that I could recommend, but like when you're mixing the two, that's my like go-to recommendation.
Okay.
All right. Next up, historical romance. Love it, leave it, or it depends.
I could leave it.
It depends for me.
I don't hate it. I could get into it, but
it depends.
Right off the bat, it's not going to spark anything for me.
Yeah, historical fiction's never necessarily isn't usually my go-to. KJ Charles is a fantastic author, and she does a series called The Magpie Lord that is worth checking out. It's historical, periodical, mystery. It's a lot of fun.
Yes.
Check that one out if you're into historical romance. Yeah. All right. Love it, leave it, or it depends. Cowboy and Country.
Gross.
It depends.
What?
Really?
Cowboy, yeah.
I mean, you're from Texas. You don't love the Cowboys? Boy fetish?
No.
No?
No.
Really?
No.
The opposite of?
Opposite, yeah.
Well, I'll recommend I'll make some recommendations for our readers. Plum Valley Cowboys by Emmy Sanders, especially Fool Hearts. The Forever Wild series from Lucy Lennox. Check those out. It's horses, hard-won feelings, and check them out.
Okay. I'm ready for the yeehaw.
All right. That's a good song.
I love it.
Okay, we're almost done. You ready? Next up, we have Forbidden Love. Love it, hate it, or it depends.
Love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're gay, you gotta love it.
You've gotta give us your gay card if you don't love it. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. One that I'm gonna recommend is Off Limits by Riley Hart. broke his sister's heart and then falls in love with the brother. It's Off Limits for a reason.
Wait, say that again.
Off Limits by Riley Hart, where one guy broke the other guy's sister's heart.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
then they fall in love.
Okay.
Off Limits for a reason.
Okay.
Texting back and forth. Angsty. Drama. It's all those things. And that's kind of the appeal, is that sort of like, shouldn't be together, but we are.
Okay,
There's
Yep.
so many of, all of these have so many examples. I'm just throwing out a few.
Yeah, this is brilliant.
Okay, next up, love it, hate it, or it depends. Kidnapped.
Oh,
Love it.
I love it.
Honestly, I love it. Like, give me a protagonist who will burn the world down for the other one. Like, that's what I want. Just like, and murder. Oh, yeah, like murder everyone that's trying to hurt him. Yeah.
Yes.
Like, mercilessly.
Oh.
That's what I want. Just like destroy him. Yep.
Yes.
A good series is called Champion Security. And the first book is called Hijacked. It's also by Lucy Lennox. We've talked about her a few times. And it's kind of like, I love that tension of like realizing you might lose him, shows him how much he means to you. And for some reason, I love that. I don't know why, but it works for me. Okay, so that is the end of our game. A couple honorable mentions I want to throw out there for the brave. We've talked about some of these on our podcast, but some romances that kind of break the mold might be These Violent Delights by Micah Nemerever. It's an romance. It's they go way beyond, but it's two dudes who fall in love.
You're right. I wouldn't recommend it for the sex.
No.
But it is, you're right. romance, just not for the sex.
No. Bathhouse, also not for the sex, but sort of. We're talking about for the brave.
You're right. Yes.
For the brave.
Yes. Yeah, for the brave.
You want something else.
But not, again, for the sex part.
No.
But you're right. Sorry.
And then Yes, Daddy. That was one that you recommended. And that got dark real fast.
It got real dark real fast, but also just like...
It went off the rails.
Went off the rails.
The fucking rails.
Repeatedly.
Over and goddamn over.
Yeah.
But like you kind of couldn't turn away. I don't know.
It was weird. Was it? I don't know. Okay. For me, I couldn't tell. Like, I kept reading it. I had to keep reading it. I don't know if it was because it was great writing, but the plot was awful. Why was I addicted to it?
I don't know. But I think like a lot of times the romances that I'm reading, it's not great writing or good plotting. For some reason, I know what happens. I still have to find out what happens.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Can't explain it.
Okay, one I will add in there is, and I had a lot of, I don't know, I have a lot, it's kind of a can of worms I'm tossing out there, but Distorted by Nyla Kay. And I'm not recommending the series, I just read Distorted by Nyla Kay. First off, again, my pet peeve is not listing your content warnings.
Yeah.
All of them right up front on every platform. Let me know. They don't do that. They suggest going to the website, finding the author, and then finding the content warnings. If you're up for it, do that. If you feel comfortable with those content warnings, the thing I actually really liked about Distorted was it was all about the sex, and it was the dominant alpha and sub role play. And some of it's cliche, but again, sometimes cliche is cliche for a reason.
Yeah.
And then you're reading, and there's like several sex scenes, which are it's literally like one sex scene to another. But then suddenly, I remember checking my audiobook, and it was like 60% complete. Suddenly, there was a storyline that I was into. I was like, wait. There's a huge mystery, psychological twist here. I need to know. And I gotta give it credit for like pulling me in. And I was like, oh, I need more. So if you're willing for a dark romance, again, read the content warnings. If those things all check your boxes, give it a shot.
All right, Booker, we're about to wrap up. Tell me, if you're going to recommend one gay series or book, what's it going to be?
All right, it's for the brave and the bold, but it's called Distorted by Nyla Kay. First and foremost, go check out the content warnings. This is one of my pet peeves. It's not always listed right up front. Go to the website, go to the author's website, check out content warnings. That's fine. And you're Like, you're okay with checking all those boxes. I really like Distorted by Nyla Kay. It's the first in a series of, I think, 5 or 6. It plays hardcore into the tropes of the Dom sub roles. Alpha, again, sub, beautifully. And it is one, like, it's also super long, but it didn't feel like it. I will say 60% of the way through the book, suddenly there's an actual story and plot there that I was very intrigued. Like, there's a psychological twist in all this sex that suddenly I was like, oh, I don't want to keep going and read like the next chapter just for the sex. Like, suddenly I'm interested in this story that has suddenly developed. Like, take me there. And I highly recommend it. I recommend it with caution, actually.
I'm going to cheat. I'm going to throw out a few. Unlikely Dilemma series by Jax Calder. The plots are ridiculous, but in the way that you can't put them down. There's bodyguard to lovers, royalty with commoner. It just, you can't believe what you're reading, but you also can't believe how much you want to continue reading. I also want to throw out there the Forever Wild series by Lucy Lennox, especially the Forever Wild book. It is really beautifully done about 2 men who went to Vietnam together and then kind of like came back to Texas. It's really kind of a beautiful story. It's a whole series, but that book in particular was just gorgeously done and highly, highly recommend. All right, if I'm going to leave our readers with one series or books, I'm going to actually leave them with 3 because I can't do that.
It's our show. We do what we want.
First off, we're going to go with Unlikely Dilemmas by Jax Calder. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. Royalty with commoners and bodyguards, and it's just ridiculous. But the plot keeps ticking along. The spice is there. I love the dialogue. Such a fun series. The 4th one comes out soon. Can't recommend it highly enough. Just a great book series, Unlikely Dilemmas by Jax Calder. Next up, we're going to go with the Forever Wild series by Lucy Lennox. It is a very intricate, I think it's like 9 books. There's a lot that's going on, but there's one called Wild Love. It's standalone. You can read just this one, and it's about 2 men in the Vietnam War who end up coming back to their ranch in West Texas, and antics sort of ensue, end up falling in love. It is gorgeous. I love this book. It takes the romance and just kind of elevates it a little bit. I love the whole series, but that one is extra special, I think. And then finally, I know I've mentioned him before on this podcast, but A.J. Truman, Single Dad's Club.
Yeah.
It just is a fun series. I think it's 4. The 5th one's coming out soon. Just a great series of books. I love the Barkeep and the Bro is my favorite, I think, of those. It's a bear dad who falls in love with his daughter's ex-boyfriend.
Oh, you got
so
me.
it's daddy's son, bear son. I highly recommend. It just fun, lighthearted book series, and that's how I would end it.
Oh, nice.
Gay romance is done well. It can be so much fun, and I love these books so much. And we've thrown out so many recommendations. Check them out. Let us know what you think. What's your favorite trope? What's your favorite gay book series? Hit us up. Let us know what you think.
You can find us on Instagram,
TikTok, Spotify.
YouTube, and Spotify. Anyway,
Not to mention the gaybookclubpodcast.com. The gaybookclubpodcast.com has more than 125 book reviews, as well as all of our episodes and all kind of resources.
And then you can just kind of like branch out from there. And you'll be set.
Hit us up. Let us know what you think.